Hold on, hold on. Might
All
have to
right.
join back again. Hold on, my videos, the sound quality's not working. Hold on.
All right. Well, we're live, so just
There we
hop
go.
back in.
Okay.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, good evening.
What up? What up,
So
Cartel?
this is our first Cartel TV episode here, and thank you everybody for watching. We wanted to make sure we got one going before NYCC because there's a lot of stuff going on the next few days, and we actually have a few of our Cartel members that are going to be there. Anthony, what day are you going?
I'll be there tomorrow and I'll be there Sunday.
Yep. Now he wasn't lucky enough to get pop up shop, but one of our members, David, is, and we're hoping to hit him up and go live a little bit tomorrow when he's in line for the pop up shop.
Yeah, it should be really interesting to see what goes on the Funko booth line for the lottery winners.
So, have you been to the booth before?
I've never had the privilege of being at the booth. No.
What time do they open it up for the regular general public? Do you know?
So, rumor has it there will be no general public access this year.
Oh, really?
Wow.
It's obviously I don't have Sully next to me to tell me that's confirmed or not. But reading through all the outlets that I've read through, talking to people that have been involved in Funko longer than I have, and been to numerous cons, they said that there is a rumor this year that General is cut off because there are Funko lottery winners that have been given 5 p.m. and later time slots for their Funko booth entry, and that's usually been the time where the general public was allowed to go in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's an interesting scenario for this year, But like anything else, who knows who started that? Who knows what the truth is? When we're there tomorrow, we'll know. Because you better believe I'm going to be doing everything I can to find a way to get in to get some of those exclusives.
Now, from what I'm hearing, just to reiterate, basically what everything you just said is, I'm hearing that even if you don't got a ticket, you still got a small chance to be able to get those exclusives. So, I'm not sure if you know how that works, Mark, or at least for the people that are not going to be able to get a or got a lottery ticket. Do you have anything on that or any information on that, Mark?
No, I don't.
So the only thing I've heard is that if you end up if you don't get a lottery ticket, you're still able to get an exclusive after, I guess, the run through of everything. You're still able to get some kind of exclusive or whatever's left. So basically, if there's still some left of some exclusives, you're able to get now. That's highly doubtful for like the over 9,000 pop. And biggies and stuff like that because they'll be limited. I just don't know how much limited are they doing. So, from your experience in collecting, what do you think is the limit? Like, what do you think is the amount on those pops?
Well, for most of them they gave what when Frank was at the Canada one they gave what one per person.
Yeah, no, yeah, they gave one per person, but how many do they have? Do they have
Oh,
15K, 10K? What do you think?
I really don't know. I know that there's the limited, the smallest amount one that we've seen so far is what the Funky Phantom, and that's got 1,000. And my
And
guess is
also
they're
the
gonna
atom bomb.
break that up per day. So I'm guessing if they're gonna do the booth for 4 days, then we'll see. They'll probably do like 250 per day.
Okay, so like 250 pops per day, you think? Damn.
Well,
Which
for that one, because there's only
Oh, for that
1,000 of
one.
them, and
Okay.
it's con only. But I'm guessing that they're going to have more of some of the other ones. But if they're not opening it to public, my guess is they're going to have less of each than how many they give out tickets for each day.
and then
That,
you also have to take into consideration all the different
Now, what I heard is that also on Wednesday and Saturday are they going to be the only days you can actually get any of those exclusives.
so they're eliminating Friday and Sunday chances. Uh, hey Mark, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
I don't think Gary can hear me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can hear you. It's my Bluetooth it just turned off. But no, go
You
ahead. Now I can hear you.
okay.
Gary, you were saying that some of these exclusives are going to be limited to only having access to them on Thursday and Saturday only?
Yeah, Thursday and Saturday only are because when the lotteries went out, from what I'm reading, is Thursday and Saturday are the only exclusive Funko Shop exclusive days that they're going to be opening up the Funko Shop to, give the exclusives out. So that's the information I've heard through all the Twitter alerts and everything that I have. Like, I've been reading up on this thing like crazy. So that's the only thing I really see. So that, at least the biggest thing, is that they're going to be, only releasing these type of exclusives out there. So I don't know if you guys have any other information on that.
No, they really haven't come out and said anything, about which days, but it would make sense for the fact that there's so few people that have actually gotten even invites. Out of all the people I know that are going to the con, David's the only one I know that actually got a booth spot.
It's interesting because, you talk about the limited, you talk about how many are going to be made of the Batman, the Biggie. We know there's only 3,000 for the Atom Bomb. We know there's only 1,000 for, the one you were talking about. There's a lot of interesting concepts. Then there's the other, is it really happening? Is it not? Is Toy Tokyo going to be exclusive to Funko booth? Or are they going to have their exclusives available at their own booth?
They've already said that Toy Tokyo will not have Pops at their booth.
So that's been confirmed.
Yep, they said that.
Okay.
But it does sound like most of the exclusives, I'm guessing the non-numbered ones, will probably show up in like Pop Culture and stuff in Australia, and maybe one of the shops in Europe as well, which I'm hoping will make it so a few of the things like the orange chrome Batman will be available at a slightly reasonable price, kind of how the gold Vegeta dropped.
Well, I mean, this is another Toy Tokyo release. I mean, to me, they've always done really great. Like, but do you think there'll be another green chrome Batman, blue chrome Batman limited on how they did with those?
No, I don't think that they're going to do any of them. Next time we see one that is worth that much in Toy Tokyo, it's going to be a numbered one. When they're not numbering them, they're going to make a lot of them, because that's what they did with like the gold chrome Vegeta and Ram Man and all those. And once they started showing up in other countries, it made the value drop like crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I mean, hopefully, hopefully people will be able to get them. I know there's a lot of fanatics when it comes to Batmans out there. So, I mean, hopefully a lot of the fanatics are able to get them. Hopefully a lot of our cartel members are able to get them. That'd be really cool to be able to show them off on the page. I mean, so you're saying there's a good chance that a lot of our members will be able to get one?
I think so. If the word's true, and they were saying that all the exclusives were going to be showing up at like Pop Culture and stuff like that, as long as they follow suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they said for Toy Tokyo, they are only going to go live with stuff that doesn't sell at the con. So I would guess that Atom Bomb will be gone. They won't have any of Atom Bomb.
Yeah, that's without a doubt. That's without a doubt. That goes without saying. No doubt about that. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to be able to for our members to be able to get one, no doubt, no doubt. But we'll see on if they're able to get one or not. The key thing is to setting up Twitter alerts, guys. So Cartel, if you guys are listening and watching out there, those Twitter alerts are everything. You have to pay attention to those things, because if you're not paying attention to them, you're sleeping. So it's all about setup, getting that set up and getting the alert on as soon as it goes up. Like today, for example, I got all the HBO links. The HBO Game of Thrones went live for probably 30 seconds or a minute, and everybody was able to pre-order.
Do we know if those actually went live?
Yeah, they did go live.
Okay.
They were officially, they did go live, because they look like links at first. So I wasn't.
I just hadn't heard of anybody that actually completed a transaction.
What happened was HBO had sent out an email prior to even Twitter getting access to it.
Gary's doing the robot.
Sorry, my bad. My bad. Give me 1 sec, guys.
All right. So yeah, no. I know that HBO shop will get all of the con exclusives, because they did last time too, because I got the Lyanna Mormont that was a FYE exclusive.
Yeah.
New York Comic Con from the HBO shop. So I'm guessing that all of the ones from like Barnes and Noble and stuff are all going to be showing up on the HBO shop as well. But it was one of those you had to grab it and get out type thing. It was a fast one, but that was at least 3 months after the con. So who knows how often they're going to have them pop up.
Did we? Was there any rumored numbers about the Children of the Forest metallic?
No, it's not numbered. So usually
there'll be enough.
They don't say a number. It's usually 10 to 15 at least, sometimes more. So that means it shouldn't be terrible. What I always suggest with some of these is don't buy them the second they show up on eBay because you're going to get ripped off. But you kind of have to watch because I'm going to hit a happy medium. Like right now is all of the San Diego Comic-Con ones are kind of at their low point. And now slowly they're going to start climbing back up again because now the people that really want it are going to be, buying them up and stuff like that. And the people that bought them to flip them it's going to start drying up because, I mean, you look at some of the ones from last year, where like Scareglow and stuff like that stayed low for a really long time and then it climbed up. But it's tough to say, like with like the Toy Tokyos and stuff like that, with the Batmans and stuff, how long is okay to sit on it. And I mean, there's some people that'll pay a crap ton, but a lot of the San Diego Comic Con, like I know people that paid a ton for like the Freddy Funko Pennywise from San Diego Comic Con, and now that's still kind of just toying around at the $200 mark. It goes a little below, a little above, but I think it's done dropping. But in time, some of those are going to start climbing back up again.
I kind of feel the same way about some of the Freddy Funkos from the Fun Days box.
Yeah.
I know a lot of them are going to stay where they are, but I know that there's going to be a few of them, especially some of those 2000s and 3000s. Those numbers, you can't play with those numbers. And eventually they have to climb. Supply and demand speaks for itself in an economic world.
Oh yeah, and what happened to those and what kind of jinxed them all was it was really the popularity contest of all those. There were certain ones that everybody wanted, and look at the Freddy Funko is worth the most out of any of the ones in the box, and it's a 4,000. Where there were all the chromes were just 1,000 counts, and those chromes are all going to climb back up. And I think that the Pennywise Freddy Funko will probably stay the most valuable out of them. But a lot of those other ones should start climbing. I mean, because the robot ones, and then, the Danny Zuko one, and the one of the Letterman's jacket and stuff, I think those eventually will climb up a little bit. But especially any of the ones that are numbered less than 4,000.
I do agree 1,000. I'm still trying to find my Kurt Cobain Freddy Funko. It's been a hell of a ride for that one. But it's interesting to see how, I've been collecting a little over 2 years, seriously about a year and a half. So I'm starting to see the trends. Am I a noob to it? No, because I've been a collector of many things my whole life. So just because this is, a vinyl figure doesn't really make it any different in the collection scene. But it's interesting to see how, like the Dumb and Dumber, for instance, how they're at like $50 and $40 respectively. I'm hoping they climb just to say, like, nobody got beat on their boxes at the end of the day is what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, Gary.
Your microphone's giving a lot of noise.
My mic?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would like cover it up whenever you're not talking, just because there's a lot of background noise there. Okay. Yeah. No, it's really tough to say because, and everything with Funko is always changing because they keep making more. I mean, look at how much more frequent pop-up shop is and everything like that. It's just always, they're pushing them out, and it's really, really hard to tell what actually is going to appreciate what one isn't. It's always a little surprise, and it's going to end up being some of these weird goofy ones that nobody wanted, and then all of a sudden it becomes really popular, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I remember when that was on clearance at Hot Topic for $3.
I mean, it's kind of the nature of the business at this point. But it also, okay, so for instance, like all these Target exclusives, right? you see the Violets from The Incredibles, and you see the Asuka from the WWE, and how they haven't gone anywhere since the initial craze. But I look at a pop like the Pikachu one, for instance. It's the first one they made from Pokemon. It is an exclusive pop, and rumor has it, I haven't really followed up, but it's been discontinued. So you have the feeling that something like that could start to really climb at a certain point once all the smoke clears.
Well, back in the day, Target did say that there will be a restock of the Pikachu, and kind of how they did with the Dr. Ian Malcolm. So the Pikachu might get nerfed yet, but it just depends on how many they actually decide to kick out the second time around, and if it's going to be in stores or online only. I'm really interested to see this whole Target Con thing on Friday. I mean, Target's made really, other than saying that they're blocking the inventory checkers, which Pop Finder still works. So I don't know. They must just be blocking BrickSeek. But to see if Target's really actually going to make a push, because like our Target's terrible. I mean, every time a pop comes in at our Target, you have to ask for it. They all sit in the back. You know, anything that has a Target exclusive sticker on it never, ever even hits the floor.
My local Target has actually refused deliveries from Funko to keep the craze out. They don't get specific pops. They did not get any of the Captain Crunch, as you know, the most recent big craze that went around. They didn't touch them. They wouldn't even allow them to come to the store. So my local one is atrocious.
No, that's terrible. I know ours had a case of the Twinkies. And so everybody kept going to our Target, and because a case 6, that means there's probably a chase. And, you know, back then the chase was worth like $120. Everybody's very excited about it. I mean, you would walk into the electronics section and you would just, their eyes would just go dead because they're just like, oh, no, we haven't found him yet. We went and looked, and, you know, and it's just they couldn't find him. And it was like maybe 3 weeks. In fact, the day I finally ended up getting mine was they'd already taken it off of Pop Finder. It was that old that Pop Finder didn't even deem it valid to have it on their site anymore because it was all dried up everywhere. And I ended up, instead of having to ask the guys in electronics, since it had already gone live on Target's website for a couple seconds, I was able to do a pickup at store. And then I was just praying because I went on their site and said there was one left. So I bought it and picked it up the next day, and I just prayed it wasn't in like a box that looked like someone took a nap on it or something.
You see what's also interesting about the three of us being in this conversation.
I actually was there.
Yeah,
it had only, I was the only one sitting there. You know,
Gary, you're not coming through at all.
This is Gary talking right now. There he is. It's Gary. Here's Gary talking.
Right.
Yeah, he's Mr. Robot. Yeah, no, I'm really hoping now that, you know, with the announcement today that Walmart's really kicking it in. You know, I'm hoping that this new section at Walmart is going to make a big deal. Because it's really funny because, you know, I just got my purple chrome Thanos. And then I see that, oh, there's going to be a purple chrome Thanos in the U.S. now. But luckily, it is frowning instead of smiling. So it actually is going to be different. But 6 more. I mean, I just completed my set of Thanos Pops. I had all the Thanos Pops. And then 2 days later, oh, there's going to be 6 more.
You know, I don't mean to interject back into the other conversation we were having,
sure.
But it's because Gary left. It kind of doesn't really. But it's interesting because you have far left, you somewhat in the middle, and me far right, being in the East Coast. You know,
Yep.
I'm the one who has the hardest time because by the time it gets here, you know, everybody that trickles down the assembly line of pop deliveries has already gotten theirs, and I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Which now, to go into the Target Con and how all these, you've seen it happening step by step by step. They've been holding off on releases until it looks like the whole country has been able to get their stock.
Yep.
Hot Topic seemed to be started with that. Now it's trickling down to the Targets with street dates. You know, as you mentioned, Target Con. So now into the Walmart situation. another store that locally is horrible. It's horrific for me. I literally lose my mind because I walk in there and you still have stuff from irrelevant 2016, and it's I'm like, do you guys restock? Like, well, we have to wait till this sells. But if you know it's not selling, return it or do something to it. So now what worries me, because like you, I had a complete Thanos line, and now I have 6 more to go and achieve. But if I don't go the waffle, the eBay, the offer up, the let go, the hey Gary, hey Mark, hey Cartel family, do me a favor, man. You got one, there's 2 in the store, grab me an extra one. It's really hard for me to pull these pops.
Oh yeah. I mean, 50% of the pops at our Walmart are Stephen Hillers from Independence Day.
Oh.
Half of the pops. I mean, we make a wall of them every time we go, and I think I put a picture in our chat the other day that I mean there's so many of them, and but I was talking to one of my guys that lives here in town, and he was at a Walmart up in the Twin Cities in Minneapolis, St. Paul area. We're about an hour away from there, and they were starting to set up for their new section, and because that's supposed to come this sometime in October in most stores. And their store is clearancing off every single one they currently have. So it could be that we're going to see that all the ones that are currently at our Walmarts, most of ours are already down to $7. For some reason, our Star Wars movie moments from last year are only down like $2 off. But I always said I was going to buy them if they got down to $10. But I stay away from the Star Wars pops because that was a line I didn't start, and there's just too many of them in there. And I guess I just don't care about the Star Wars ones anymore. We maybe have like 15, 20 of them, and none of them are on display except maybe our Porg, just because the Porg's funny.
Yeah. I mean, so like for me with the Walmart, between online and local stuff, man, because funny enough as it is, everybody likes to call, I'm in New York, everybody calls where I live farmland. It's really not. But because it's not the city, but you would be surprised at the amount of Funko collectors that are out here on the east end of Long Island as compared to the inner city. We have, I think, more of a bigger community of a Funko family out here, so to speak. A couple of the groups that I'm in, just the numbers themselves show differences. But everybody, Mark, everybody, the frustration level, because we can't, we'll see someone in the group post a light up Iron Man. My Walgreens isn't even touching it.
Yeah, one of our Walgreens got them last Friday, and within maybe 20, 25 minutes of the first time someone posted, they were all gone. Because what the first guy bought 2 of them, and then posted it on the page, and yeah, within a few minutes they were all gone. I'm hoping though for the most of the Walgreens ones end up on the site, and when they end up on the site, they tend to they'll go on the first time and they'll sell out pretty fast, but then they seem to go on their site and stay on there forever. And I haven't had a lot of problems getting the exclusives now, like the Invisible Man. That will be a hard one to get on, because that one will always sell out online because there's a chase. But as long as there's not a chase, usually the Walgreens ones are pretty easy to get.
Well, I'm hoping they pop that Iron Man one up there because it's one of the lines that I collect hardcore. Yeah. So it's a personal, situation for me. But again, even with the online stock, I mean, as collectors, we're not talking as others where we're into it just for the value of the pop. We're in it for the fun in Funko. We're in it for the lines, the nostalgia, for whatever it is that you collect. We're in it for the collecting purposes, to finish our sets, to add to what we need. And, it really, it's what gives the flippers the consistency to do what they do. And listen, I don't hate, I appreciate, man. You got your game, you got your hustle. Good for you. Make your bucks. There's a value in these things and it's worth it. But it's frustrating that I never have the opportunity. Not me. When I say I never, I mean that as a general statement, because so
Right.
many people, you see it everywhere, every chat, every discussion, personal chats offline and off conversations. Everybody complains that they're unable to get specific pop. Pop X came out last night. It's gone already. And then there's the other, like the 3:30 a.m. releases where I'm on the East Coast. I can't be up at that time. I got work in the morning, I got kids to feed.
Oh, I know. And, a lot of people used to get really frustrated with the Target online and stuff like that. But I think it's a freaking blessing when any store has some kind of consistency of knowing when they're going to go online. I mean, Walmart's a nightmare. That stupid Ghost Rider, Venomized Ghost Rider, that's going to plague me forever. I've come so close to getting it a few times, and it just sells out at the last second all the time.
Do your email alerts work for the Walmart?
They have never sent out an email alert when things come in stock ever. You know how many of those I've signed up for? You know how many emails I've ever gotten? 0. That's just a little joke they have. Like, oh, let's make people think that we're going to tell them. I mean, maybe, if they show up for a little while, it might show up. But, God, I have no idea when...
Venomized Ghost Rider will hit the shelves. I know.
Yeah, and now... sorry, I got a cold. No, and now... Word is now that the Gearhead from Rick and Morty is street dated for tomorrow for Target, even though that's not Target Con. So now I have to stay up till 2 a.m. so I can see if it goes live on Target tonight. And I think I'll set an alarm or something because I'm a little under the weather, and I'm really happy now that I don't have to wait in line tomorrow because I've got a cold, and I'm hoping that I'll at least be semi-healed before I go and stand in line on Friday. And I'm really hoping that tomorrow night at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. your time, midnight Pacific, that for Target Con, I hope they all go live and I don't have to go to Target that day because I don't know if they're going to have tables set up or if it's going to be this big mad rush for the electronics counter where they're going to be like, yeah, we haven't got anything out yet and we got to unpack this stuff, so we can't go look for it right now. And I have no idea what they're going to be doing. I'm hoping that enough people have gone in and pestered them. Because once I heard that there was a street date for those, because I saw on Pop Finder that we've had the Venomized Loki for a long time. I haven't even tried to ask for one of those because as soon as I heard there was a chance that they were going to say it was street dated, I'm like, yeah, screw that. I'm not even going to try because it's just, I understand that it's probably super irritating for them. But that's why Target needs to come up with some kind of policy or some kind of uniform way to put their crap out like everybody else does. Because we don't have to go through this crap at Hot Topic or GameStop or all that, anywhere else, Barnes & Noble. I mean, they just put the stuff out where Target kind of hoards it. And then they'll say that, it's because, we've had like violent situations and stuff like, well, that can happen anywhere, it's just so frustrating to have to ask, somebody, and depending on who it is, we even know like certain people, if they're working, it's not worth asking because they're not going to go look for it. They'll just say they don't have it. And
when you see the, I saw all the posts and the employees taking the pops. Hot Topic has a very stern policy where their employees are not allowed to buy the pops from their own store.
Yeah.
Which I think is wonderful because you can't put it on the side when it comes in. You have to show your chases. You have to show your exclusives. You have to show what you're retailing as a retailer. And I think it makes great. Now, granted, if you know Sally in store B and you can call her up and say, hey, listen, put one on the side. All right, that's great, but you're not taking 10. You're taking 1.
Yeah.
Good for you. You're a collector. It seems like the Hot Topic people seem to be a little bit more on our level, where the rest of them, forget about it. They like laugh at us, like you said, or they mope around. They're like, oh my God, here come the pop people. Let's blow our brains out. Really? Like, dude, but meanwhile, if, whatever it is, if their Magic the Gathering cards came out and we didn't have it for them, it'd be a whole, I think everybody is understanding to it, Mark. I think that it's just because as human beings, who the hell really wants to be at work to begin with, to be pestered by people like me and you that they probably see 6 times a week out of the 7 days? Because there was a time when I was in Target 7:59 a.m. every single day. You know,
Yep.
I walked in with the employees before while they're going in right before the gates open because I got to make sure that it's there or not.
Yep.
But so be it, man. I'm really, really, really pumped for tomorrow. I'm just gonna take this and avenue it out. NYCC, starting up 2018. We got a great family here to share it with. I know that you said that there'll be a chance of going live with David while he's online. I'm even gonna tune into that because I won't be online, so I'm even looking forward to that.
Well, and hit me up too, because we'll do a few times. We can have if there's ever anything going on, especially I'll be home tomorrow and stuff, and I would be happy to do a couple episodes tomorrow of just hitting up with you, hitting up with David, especially if you and David end up meeting up somewhere too. We could get a little group chat going and do a little broadcast, especially if you guys could find some interesting things to show us, some some good cosplay and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There's a few things, man. Granted, the Holy Grail is the Funko booth, but there are so many booths and there are so many rare gems that are gonna be floating around that con tomorrow. It'd be a shame for our cartel members not to be able to take part in that. For the ones that can't make it at all, any of the 4 days, it's hard to get a plane ticket or gas money, a hotel room, the Comic-Con ticket, etc., etc., etc. So if we could extend the presence through our eyes for them, then why not?
Oh yeah, totally. And most people will never get to go to one of the major cons, and New York's probably the second biggest. Being dwarfed, of course, by San Diego, but but we're not going to get to go to San Diego because that's like winning the real lottery, getting to get tickets for that. So. But no, it'll be really interesting. Now, are you going to try to hit up people in line at all and see if there's any way that you could? Is there a certain pop that you really want from the shop that
I am personally I'm really vested in Garbage Pail Kids.
Okay,
that's my childhood, man. I'm 40 next week, so that's like everything to me. That atom bomb. I was disappointed not winning the lottery because of that specific pop, and I do have all the other chromes. I really need that Batman. It needs to go up there with the rest of them. So I'm hoping for those two. And then, whatever else can trickle down the line. Of course, listen, I'm not going to lie. If I got my hands on a Biggie, it's free reign for the Cartel family. It would go up in a waffle because I don't collect that. But how could I not give the chance to somebody that doesn't collect it to get it? You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, listen, if it's there for the taking, I will be picking. And I do have ways, listen, I've been greased under the table for many things. I was a bartender, played a lot of poker, whatever it is, man. I will try to figure out, there's going to be somebody there that has my mindset. What's better? Make a quick $50 and buy yourself 3 free pops to help me out, or be a complete jerk and blow me off. There'll be somebody there, and I'm there all day, man. Really quick, I know we're going a little bit past what we intended to, but the other cool thing, Funko is actually having a panel where they're going to be giving away some prizes, including Funkos. So from 8 to 9 p.m., you may want to stay tuned to hear from me because I will be there seeing what that's all about as well.
Oh, so you're going to line up and try to get into that panel because, that I would be very surprised if they didn't have some kind of giveaway pop at those, because Funko loves to do that kind of stuff, whether it be like the golden hopper or some of that other stuff, that you could end up getting something really cool,
the Stranger Things Mother Grail, man. Yeah. What's up, Gary? Welcome back, brother.
What's up, brother? Yeah, but my bad, man. I had a bad connection. I was in a bad area. But yeah, no. I just came into the convo to hear some pretty sweet stuff. Yeah, I didn't know they were gonna do that. So as far as do a giveaway or something like that,
they're having a complete panel. I think I don't. Sully likes to go live a lot. He goes live from FYE grand openings. He goes live for gaming shows. and they're really really cool about, as Mark was saying, what they do at specific cons, especially ones that they attend. They are having a panel tomorrow night from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock Eastern time. In that panel, there are rumors to be giveaways of exclusive pops. The sky's the limit because they're not being tight-lipped, but they're not giving out all the fine print and letting us know all the details. So it's exciting, man. And you better bet I will wait on that line for 2-3 hours if I have to.
Oh yeah,
Damn,
that'd be great.
yeah, that's dope, man. Well, so you have to wait in line to get into that giveaway,
Well,
or
any panel that you don't win a lottery for, there's a line to get in. They cut it off after a certain amount of people because it's just in a room. So any panel that's there that you want to take part in, there will be lines forming to make sure that you can get in. So, but I'm sure that because New York is very good about setting up and organizing lines, um, when it comes to big events, I'm sure that they're going to have a certain start time to begin that line. Like you can't get there at 10 o'clock in the morning, and because you didn't win a Funko booth lottery, you're just going to go wait on the Funko panel line for 13 hours. They won't allow that. It's not going to happen. So I'm sure if this starts at 8 o'clock, they'll probably open the line at like 5 o'clock.
Well, that's cool.
yeah, that's really cool. I mean, I got kind of screwed over when I went to Anime Expo when I wanted to get that a signature from Naruto, the voiceover for Naruto, and they told us, oh yeah, line up right here at 5, 6 o'clock. But then there was people. Well, we're like, all right, we'll just be back around 5 or 6 o'clock. We came around 4 o'clock just to check it out again, and there was a big line just of people waiting for the line to open to line up. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what happened here? So yeah, that kind of sucked, man.
Yeah, and it's infamous. It happens. I mean, I've gone to Horror Con and Villains and Heroes Con, and I remember when the Stranger Things first came out. I think it was like 2.5 years ago, whatever it was. All the kids were at HorrorCon in New Jersey, and the line for their autographs, literally, bro, there were people there from 9 a.m. and then you would see them again at like 3 p.m. and they moved like maybe 150 feet. So it can be intense. It could be insane. I'm hoping that because we are the city that never sleeps and we do try to keep things tight and organized, that the Javits Center crew has something set up so that we don't get screwed, a la Naturo autograph.
Well, that'd
Oh
be
yeah,
cool.
that's pretty cool, man. I mean, what's something that you're gonna be after the most when you go to that con? Even though you didn't get into the Funko booth, but
No, but I got 50.
um,
I got a $50 bill for somebody on that line to get me the atom bomb,
a fifty
bro.
dollar bill.
Yeah, I got a crisp $50 bill that somebody can take from me just to hand me over an atom, and I'll even pay for the atom bomb on top of it.
Oh, you're gonna need more than that, player. Damn,
Ah,
I was
I,
Not
I,
everybody knows what they're buying, though.
yo, listen, man, this is New York, bro, and I'm not pumping up my city, but everybody's gonna be there for that biggie. That's gonna be everybody that's really getting these booth wins, and I've seen it and I've read it. Chrome Vegeta, Biggie. Chrome Vegeta, Biggie. It's everywhere, bro. And I don't know why I keep slipping my mind. Mark, what's the 1,001? The one you mentioned earlier in this live?
The Funky Phantom.
Yes, yes. That's been discussed a lot too. But you'd be surprised, man. I think that aside from the non-limited ones, I think I may have a shot. I highly doubt it. But hey, man, we got to have some type of hope going through these things.
Is the metallic Biggie numbered?
I do not know.
not that I know of. Not that I know of.
So that could end up getting world release too. So that might actually not be as bad to get as you think.
Well, tomorrow it will be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tomorrow it's going to be on fire.
Yeah, yeah. But down the road, yeah, I'm sure that if it's not numbered, like you said, pop culture may get it. Maybe the European store may get it. Who knows where it's going to wind up? However, until that point, it's going to be one of the hottest items from this year's. That's the other thing. People calling this con for the pops trash. I see a lot of good pops. on the shared lists and whatnot. There are a few that are really, really awesome looking pops.
Oh, I mean, they do two that have one has the removable headpiece, the Harry Potter one, and then the Black Panther one has the removable wig, which is now a first thing for that. The Jan Brady from the Brady Bunch is by far the funniest freaking pop joke I've ever seen. The fact that it's in a double box and, the other side's empty, for George Glass. And nobody knows what that's going to cost yet because they put prices, and everyone puts what the prices are going to be for everyone. But nobody knows what that one's going to cost because are they going to screw everybody and make them pay for a 2-pack? Or is it going to be the same as a regular one? Or is it going to be somewhere in between since it's in a bigger packaging?
Only time will tell. We'll know. We'll know all that stuff starting tomorrow. Yeah. Mark, Gary, you guys have any interest in what could be available tomorrow? Is there something that we should keep our eyes on? If we can happen to grab one and throw it in our bags, what are you guys looking forward to the most?
Really, tonight. Well, as far as we know, the Gearhead from Rick and Morty might go live tonight. And so I'm going to have to stay up for that, of course, because we have all the Rick and Morty pops except for one of the 3 in the mystery boxes that I have to get. I just didn't want to buy a whole bunch of the mystery boxes. But who knows when HBO is going to go live? That's going to be a big one. That's all the Game of Thrones pops, I think, are going to be pretty hot, especially that 3-pack with George R.R. Martin and stuff like that, because that's going to get me in line nice and early at Barnes & Noble because I have to get that.
Gary, what are you looking at as your most wanted item? Oh, you're on mute, Gary. You got to turn your mic on, brother.
You can do it.
My bad.
Yeah, there you go. There you
go. My bad. Frank had messaged me saying that my Lambo was too loud, so I had to tune it down. I had to put it in mute. But no, one thing I'm probably after the most there, that if I had the Funko Shop exclusive, it'd probably be, no doubt, the Biggie. If I had to choose, it'd be the Biggie. But if I didn't have the lottery ticket, it'd be I'd be going to the HBO shop. I'm a big Game of Thrones collector. That's my thing. So I want that metallic Children of the Forest pop. So I have to have every Game of Thrones pop. So I just those are what I'm after in the Barrick. I'd like to get the non-shared exclusive sticker Barrick, you know what I mean? So it'd be pretty cool if I could get that in the 3-pack and the one with just George R. Martin by himself. There's one by himself as well.
Yeah, that's going to just be a regular Barnes & Noble exclusive. That's going to come out later.
Oh, okay. That's not going to come out when... Oh, okay. So, I mean, like I said, it should be pretty cool as far as what we should be getting, and then we can run it from there. But, yeah, that's probably the one that I want. I know a lot of people want the Atom Bomb. I liked it when it glowed in the dark, so it looked pretty cool. You know what I mean? But my biggest one to chase after is going to be Biggie, no doubt. So, I mean, that's to me, you know what I mean? But if I was there, I'd be grabbing everything up in there, But, find something to get back to the crew. You got to get it
to go with your Tupac that you just got.
Yes, no doubt. Oh, man, I'm so excited about that. I was even telling my wife, I think I'm going to take him out of box and just record a video with him just going, California love. Watch, I'm going to do it, man. When I get that pop, I'm going to do it. Because, even my wife's like, are you crazy? And I'm like, because ever since I learned how to take things out of box without damaging the box, I've been taking things out, and I'm so excited about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, so this is what a pop feels like. This is what it smells like, what it tastes like. Oh, it's so cool,
Well, it's great. See, I mean, we're out-of-box collectors, of course. I mean, we've got over 1,100 out-of-box pops. I mean, we have a few that we keep in box, but most of them, I like to take pictures of the pops and stuff like that. Of course, you guys have all seen my pictures. I post them all the time. But yeah, there's only been there's very few, and the ones that haven't come out of the box is just because I haven't got around to taking them out of the box. I think blue-green Bigfoot's never come out of the box, and the Zero Chase never come out of the box. But
oh, okay. Well, that's good. At least that those have never came out the box. But the you've never taken the blue chrome out, you said?
I don't have blue chrome.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I don't have that one. We just have black and gold, so I don't have blue or green. I can't spend that much on a pop yet.
Yeah, I think it's cool, man. No doubt about that. But yeah, as far as like I said, I just wonder what all the viewers, that'd be cool if you guys would message in the comments to see what kind of stuff that you guys would want, or things that are sought after by you guys, as far as collecting purposes, like the ones I'd want is the ones I mentioned for collecting reasons. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be something I'd sell later because those are genuinely ones that I really want. So that'd be pretty cool to get, especially now that I got Tupac.
I've been looking at a bunch of different stickers for the Biggie. It does obviously say limited edition, but there's no number on any of the stickers that I've seen, and they all look to seem to be a match. Now, I guess it just all comes down to what they produced to come out for the con.
Well, see, I think they know what they're doing now, and they know they can sell, 10, 15,000 of them, no problem. And that's cash money for them, and that's why none of the Toy Tokyo, San Diego Comic-Con ones are worth a ton, because they made a crap ton of them. And I'm hoping
the only one that I think that stayed valuable was Metallic Wiz.
Yeah.
That's like the only one that stayed valuable to me.
Yeah, but now watch, they'll sell more of those later.
There's also small rumor that Funimation booth may have a couple tomorrow.
What?
Rumor. I don't have any type of backing to solidify that statement. It's a rumor. I'm passing it along. And it's
didn't they say they still have some because of all the site problems they had? They never sold them all?
Yes, they had never sold out.
Just opening up a little mail call. I just got myself the Jason Voorhees glow in the dark with the blue glow.
Oh, you got a blue glow? That's dope, dude.
Oh, so that's before they had the glow chase sticker.
Yeah, because you can tell by the little sticker. You know what I mean? That's like when I got it, I was like, oh. So he's like, is that a blue glow? And the guy said, oh, he's like, I don't even know what color it is. Honestly, I've never even tested it. I'm like, well, can you test it? And he shot me a picture, and I was like, I'll take it. Done. So I bought it right away. I've been wanting this. I wanted the blue glow. I had the green one, and this is a blue glow, so I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, I gotta get this, man. I had to get this. But I do kind of like the other sticker, the one with the glow in the dark with the black, sticker. It looked pretty cool to me. You know what I mean? But this is cool too. So
I've never even seen one like that before.
Yeah. I've never seen one with the yellow sticker, so it's kind of trippy. But now you got me concerned. I'm gonna test this damn glow out. We'll see if this thing glows. But no doubt.
Well, does the mask look white, or does it look gray?
No, it looks gray.
Weren't the real ones white?
Yeah. Oh man, well, we'll see. We'll test this sucker out when I get it, and then or when I get a chance, I'll test it out and put it up to the light and see if it ends up glowing or something.
We might have just seen a dream get shattered.
Might not do it live.
I've never seen one with a regular chase sticker before.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing that. So might just be, a replacement sticker. I might just end up buying the damn sticker online, man. I like the one with the cool sticker on there anyways. You know what I mean? I like the one with the black sticker. It's the first time I'm seeing it like that. So looks cool.
Yeah, thanks to eBay, you can never trust real stickers anymore because there ain't a sticker you can buy that doesn't cost like $2 or $3.
Frank's saying that the OG one, which is the blue one, is that it came with the original Chase sticker.
Yeah.
So
did?
It did come with it. So both Mike Myers and the Jason were shipped with these type of stickers. And then they came out with the other sticker, the black with the glow in the dark. So that kind of made me feel a lot better right now after just seeing this.
I was surprised because all the ones that you see in circulation and people are, wafting and trading and selling, they usually have the Glow Chase sticker on them.
Yeah, so that's why I was kind of like, oh man, but nah, I've been wanting this blue glow. You know what I mean? Because what's funny is that when somebody had mentioned it to me, he's like, "You haven't seen the blue glow?" And I'm like, "What the hell? There's a blue glow of the Jason?" And I didn't even know. And then sure enough, somebody showed it to me, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this thing is rad! Way better than the green one to me." You know what I mean? So looks really cool. And then so I mean, like I've never seen a blue glow, so I thought it was pretty cool. So I had to grab that. So I got a pretty cool little killer deal on it too. So that's pretty cool.
Well,
That's what's up, man.
and it's like within days. I mean, look, the limited 40 piece for Gold Hopper. That sticker was on eBay within maybe a day of the Funko Fun Days. I mean, they don't mess around. They want those stickers out right away.
Yeah. So yeah, that's no doubt. So I mean, that's what's pretty trippy. But I did want to go back to what we were talking about as far as the con and what we're gonna do. Are you gonna be linking up Anthony with David and Kyle?
Yeah, I'm gonna be hooking up with them. I'm gonna keep in contact, and we're gonna go live a few times if possible throughout the weekend, the days that they're there.
Kyle's going a day I won't be there. I am hooking up with David tomorrow. I'm going to try to do everything I can to show the cartel what's up while we're at a New York City Comic-Con. With Mark, live on the group, on my own randomly here and there if I see something really cool and it takes a little bit to hook up with you, Mark. When me and David are together, I'm hoping we can get in and have a few words to everybody. But I will keep the cartel informed while I'm there because that's my duties here. I like to keep them as informed as possible with everything that goes on Funko-wise. So, while I'm there tomorrow, we'll be showing the world what's up in the cartel community.
No doubt, man. Well, definitely looking forward to it. So, we want to see you link up with everybody. I know Kyle's going to be wearing a shirt and a hat, and I told him about getting one as well. So you guys can be rocking the cartel gear while you're out there. That'd be pretty cool to have our presence there. So, rolling, you'll see a lot of other groups there rocking their gear. So it'd be pretty cool if we could represent as cartel.
Yeah,
it'd be really cool.
Yeah, man. And for Kyle to do what he did, to be able to flaunt it now, that's dope, man. That's dope. That's bleep.
All right, man. Well, it's good chatting with you guys. I'll let you guys go, and you looking forward to this? Looking forward to this con. And you going live, so definitely our viewers will be tuned in, hopefully, and you'll see the questionnaires and questions popping up on that, and then definitely give us a live tour. You're basically Cartel's eyes when you're there, so
yeah,
you know what I mean. So no doubt that'd be pretty cool if you can keep us more involved and in touch because our viewers will be expecting it. So
yeah, man. Listen, man. I'm looking forward to being able to be there and be the eyes of the group for those that can be. I'm really excited for everybody to see what I'm going to see. Show them how line formations are. Show them people going crazy for the pops that they were able to get. The random, cool, unexpected that always goes on at every con. So I'll be there, and you will all be there as well because you'll be there through this little portal right here.
All right, sounds good,
great.
brother. All right, well, this is Funko Cartel Television. I'm Gary Sanchez. You were just speaking with Anthony, and then you got our main host here, Mark Underwood. He will continue. He will go live tomorrow. Do we have a time frame, Mark, when you'll be going live for this?
Well, I'm going to hit up when David's going to try to hook up with David while he's in line for the Funko Shop so we can actually show everybody what the actual Funko Shop line is. I don't know if they'll let us broadcast from inside the Funko Shop because I've heard that they kind of don't like people doing live videos from inside the shop, but hopefully we can at least get some pictures, some video, or something from David for that. But we're going to definitely hit him up for the line so we can actually see him, maybe get him to talk to some of the people around him in line and stuff like that, see what people are going after and everything like that. So that'll be sometime tomorrow morning. So
all right. Sounds good, brother. Sounds good. All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys later, and see you guys later, Cartel, and we'll watch you guys live tomorrow.
Have a good one.
All right. Take it easy. Peace.
Good night, Gary.